Welcome to this live report interview with CRM company Upsales. I have online its CEO and founder, Mr. Daniel Wikberg. Welcome, Daniel.
Thank you. Good morning.
So, you have reported the first quarter in 2023, and what is your overall impression of the quarter?
So, we continue to grow the business with profitability, and we have done quite a few exciting changes in how we're working with our customers, targeting larger deals. We've also done a few interesting stuff in the product. We're not entirely happy with the development of our ARR that decreased slightly during the quarter. But we are positive when looking at the rest of the year.
Yeah, and your numbers just keep growing year on year, and net sales grew by 22.7%, amounting 36.2 million Swedish kronor. What is your main set of achievements that keeps driving this trend?
I think that the strategy we've had for quite a few years now revolves around keep investing in the sales organization and marketing, continue to improve the product and solve more problems for existing clients, as well as having an effective way of bringing in new clients.
Yeah, and your annual recurring revenue ARR at the end of the quarter was 141 million Swedish kronor, increased by 17.4% during the last 12 months. However, your ARR decreased, like you said, during the quarter by 4 million Swedish kronor, and you state in the report that is due to weaker sales and some timing effects related to specific deals. Can you elaborate a bit on this?
Yeah, so obviously we're not happy with the annual recurring revenue decreasing slightly. There's not one specific explanation. There are numerous things that had an impact. So I would say the changes we've made when targeting this new category of deals or customers, some of them took longer time than what we hoped for to yield results. And some of the deals took longer time to close than what we forecasted. We've had a history of, Upsales is a very dynamic company. We're doing changes all the time. But sometimes these necessary changes take longer time than what you expect.
Yeah, that's totally understandable. During the current situation, Upsales have shown resilience before, but now as we enter recession, what is your expectation on Upsales' performance?
When I think about this, I think the first key point, we're a very small company. Revenue is around 150 million SEK. So, as a small company, I believe that there's always opportunities to grow. It's harder if you're a 10 billion SEK company. So that's my main point. And the second one, I think that sales effectiveness and the kind of problems we help our customers solve, I believe those are things that become increasingly important as you enter a tougher market. Because, in booming times, you have customers just walking through the door. But in tougher times, you need to be more proactive. You need to reach out. You need to have an effectiveness in sales. So I think there might be a positive side of that for companies like Upsales.
Yeah. And during the quarter, you also launched a new offering to your upper segment of your client base. What does this consist of?
So, we've been looking at the feature set needed by our larger customers. And these customers tend to have more complex way of working with their selling process. They have more complex requirements when it comes to managing quotes and orders. So these are some of the features we've added to our new enterprise offering.
Okay, and another development that you have finished this quarter was the Swedish cloud. Could you tell us a bit about what that means to the company and your clients?
Yeah, so I mean, increasingly, we have seen for quite some time now. There are a couple of industries who are very sensitive to data privacy and GDPR legislation. Some of them have actually created policies that they're not allowed to use software providers outside of the EU, which is a huge opportunity for companies like Upsales, because a lot of the competition comes from the US. So what we've done is we've set up a local Swedish data center that we offer to our larger customers as a premium service. We actually won a deal in Q1 where this was kind of the key requirement. So yeah, it's an exciting development.
You keep strengthening your cash reserves. What can we expect going forward when it comes to investments?
So I mean, we paid a dividend last year of slightly over 30 million, and the board has proposed 34 million, so a total of 2 SEK per share this year. And I mean, we will continue to invest in the product and in the sales team as we had done previously. We don't have we don't have an M&A strategy. Yeah, I mean, I think accelerating the growth in a company like Upsales has more to do with solving like scalability problems or growth problems rather than like throwing money at specific initiatives. So I mean, it's obviously nice to have a cash balance, especially in these times. But I get the question from investors, why don't you just take your balance sheets and just invest even more aggressively in growth? But it's not like it's not as easy as that, basically.
No, it's not. But that was all my questions for you today. Thank you so much for your answers.
Thank you.